guys, welcome to Nerd Comment Commentary. I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm McDonnie.
I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
We're going to read your comments, but before we do that, we want to do something really cool and continuing on this show, which is to showcase your guys' awesome SourceFed nerd art. And we know there's a ton of it out there. And in fact, Meg and I were just talking about all the awesome Funkmaster Lincoln art out there, which is really, really cool. And yeah, I just get tweeted at, and I'm sure you guys get tweeted a lot of cool art.
Just to let you guys know, anything you do send to us or submit via Facebook or if it's on Tumblr, we find it.
Yeah, we find it.
We find it. We usually have a pretty good chuckle about it. So we wanted to showcase it so you guys can have a good chuckle too. Yay!
Yeah, so let's take a look at it. Bad ended, and we're all very sad. We have all the sads at the office, and so we did our final breaking down Breaking Bad, and we had no question for you guys. We just said, let's talk about Breaking Bad in the comments down below. And so Keaton Connolly said, yesterday at work I got into an argument with a coworker who said this show was boring and Amish Mafia was the greatest TV show of all time.
Well, I have to say, Amish Mafia is pretty interesting.
Wait, have you watched it?
It's pretty interesting.
You're like half Amish, though.
Right. So I have my own personal ties to wanting to watch this show. But I definitely wouldn't say it's like the best TV show.
This person must have been trolling, but the rest of the comment is, as I loaded up a barrel, we work in a factory, into a truck, I smiled at the thought of putting my coworker into the barrel. I love Breaking Bad.
See, that's what frightens me about Breaking Bad.
Well, you know, I mean...
People go a little nuts. Farrell Stillman says, you guys have been talking about this show so much that I finally had to watch it. I've watched the entire series in 4 days, and it's the best I've ever seen. So emotionally draining and brilliant.
Steve, you changed that person's life.
Wait a minute, watching the show in 4 days?
That's insane.
How many hours a day do you think you'd have to watch?
You'd have to go nonstop, pretty much, yeah. 40 minutes at least.
Steve changed my life a little bit when he left the Breaking Bad marathon on at my house. And then I watched like 2.5 more episodes, and it wasn't as intense because I barely knew what was going on. And then I woke up the next morning, and I was like, I bet the Breaking Bad marathon's on. And I turned it on, and it wasn't the Breaking Bad marathon, and that's when I knew. I was like disappointed, and I was like, oh,
that means you liked it.
I kind of liked it.
You know what, Meg? One day we'll have a little season 1 viewing party.
Yeah, are you ever gonna go back, you think, and watch the whole thinger?
With a bottle of Adaman.
Here's the thing, well, when the Breaking Bad set comes out, I'm gonna do a rewatch for sure. So anyone that wants to come and watch, you guys are welcome.
Maybe it's not as intense because I did like I pulled the Trisha and I read all the spoilers.
Yeah,
like I've heard you guys.
You can't do it. It hurts my heart. It hurts my heart.
But I've heard you guys talk about it too. So since I knew like people were gonna go and things were gonna go the way they did, it wasn't like as like I was just kind of like wee.
Yeah, that definitely makes things easier for horror movies or things that give you extreme anxiety, for sure.
Oh my goodness.
For sure.
You guys are doing movies and TV shows wrong.
Adronia says, as good as I think Breaking Bad is, I really don't think it blows The Sopranos out of the water. I think it's hard to really judge a show in terms of greatest ever just after its final episode is aired. I'd like to see how it holds up in years to come. I can rewatch The Sopranos now and still be enthralled from start to finish. Will Breaking Bad still be as enjoyable the 5th time through? I don't know. I think Breaking Bad final season part 2 was definitely better than The Sopranos final season part 2. But this show as a whole, question mark.
Wow, that is a mouthful because it's a long comment. But also, that's a mouthful. Wow, this hurts. I mean, look, Sopranos is fantastic. It is really, my second favorite drama television series of all time, and it paved the way for dramatic, like, cinematic television, basically. It was the first time they really tried to do movie-type stuff in the TV world. Granted, it's HBO. It's not TV. But the thing is with Breaking Bad, it was consistently, I mean, they weren't trying to hit their stride. Sopranos, at least in the first season, beginning of second season, they're still trying to hit their stride. Tony Soprano's still kind of, we're trying to figure out what kind of person he is, what kind of character he is, and I feel like it's a little, I don't know, it's dated, it's a little, I don't know, but maybe one day Breaking Bad will be dated, too.
I mean, it could be. I didn't watch The Sopranos, but I do know how it ended. And I think it was a cool choice, and when people bring it up, yeah, but I just think it was a cool choice, and I think people shit on it a lot. I saw Kevin Bruick, by the way. I'm calling him out, calling him right out. I saw him tweeting you constantly during the finale, like, so much better than Sopranos ending.
Yeah.
I thought it was a neat ending.
Well, I mean, the Breaking Bad finale was more satisfying. That's for sure.
Oh,
So
sure.
that's Breaking Bad, like, tied all the loose ends together and ended it with a neat bow. Whereas Sopranos
for like the
left you
artsy
off a cliff.
Well, because that's like that's what it
Well,
was.
no, but I mean, if you
that
follow
was very in then
but-
too. Like if you think about No Country for Old Men and There Will Be Blood, like all that stuff that was right around that time, I feel like there was a lot of like drop off endings.
I didn't see either of those movies.
No, but I mean, with Sopranos, it's just if you followed the series all the way through, there was a point in the series where Tony asks, or someone asks Tony,
what it would be like,
what it's like when you die, and and Tony says, "I bet everything just goes black."
Right, and you,
And
oh my
so-
gosh, did you see that? You
Did that
just
light turn
snapped,
on when I
and
snapped?
it turned off right when you snapped.
Holy crap! Is that on a clapper? Did we get a clapper?
Sorry, Tony Soprano. I'm sorry. It's the ghost of James Gandolfini.
Don't even say
What?
that.
I would love for him to haunt the place. We'd have the best gabagool and rakat.
On Table Talk this past week, Steve, Lee, and I talked about all sorts of crazy stuff. Dinosaurs playing basketball, Steve not being a complete person without his hat. We didn't really ask you guys any questions, but I love this. One of the questions that we talked about was the first time you rebelled against your parents.
Yeah.
And I love this. Nathan Roig says, first time I remember rebelling against my parents was when they took my Game Boy away from me. Bitch, nothing gonna stop me from playing Pokemon.
That's gangsta for a little kid.
You're gonna get to an age where you realize when a kid's being an asshole, there's nothing you can do about it except for get him where it hurts.
No,
What does that mean?
DJ knows what I'm talking about.
There was
it's like
actually-
a kid is being a shithead. No dessert for you. I don't give a fuck. I got my Pokemon, bitch.
Oh, my parents took TV away from me for a year. I've told that story before. I got grounded from TV for a gosh darn year.
Did you deserve it?
I don't think so,
She's
but
even
I still hold to my...
Even as an adult, you don't understand why they did it?
I mean, I understand it. I still don't know that it was justified. I think the
would
punishment
still
far
argue it in
outweighed
the court
the
of
crime.
Order in the court.
Excuse me, I'd like to call my next witness.
But
objection.
That being said, I was an asshole kid, so I probably
so was I, big
deserved
time.
it over time. Maybe that was just the straw that broke the camel's back.
There was a hyperbole and a half post that was posted today about the girl who writes hyperbole and a half when she was a kid, and when she was in a dinosaur costume, she used to just ruin things because that she thought she was being a dinosaur, and it like took away her inhibition to just like do bad things. And you're right, when a kid's being an asshole, if they have their mind set to being an asshole, it's like the Joker. You can't stop them.
You can't stop
They're just
it.
gonna be an asshole.
You just have to use the reverse psychology.
Yeah, I always did the opposite of what my parents told me to do. Like when I say I was an asshole kid, I was that kind of asshole kid. So my parents did. There were a couple times that they were like, nope, you're not allowed to eat lima beans. And I was like, well, damn you, I'm going to eat these lima beans.
Wait, did that work?
Yeah, it totally worked.
Oh wow.
Superboyification says the dinosaurs weren't killed by a meteor, but a T-Rex dunked the ball too hard. We were talking
Just
about
like broke the backboard of the earth.
Oh shit!
Boom.
Yeah. Hoojmus says, I like how Steve stayed so quiet during the question on long-distance relationships. I could tell he was biding his time. Pro tip on that topic, don't underestimate distance. Don't underestimate proximity.
What does that even mean?
I don't even know what that means.
As
I
far
feel like
as,
that's
like,
like someone
dating?
telling you something like, don't underestimate distance, don't underestimate proximity.
Yeah, that's
fade away, and I'm like,
exactly
what?
Or they drop one of those, like, smoke bomb
But
things.
then they're still behind it with the smoke clear.
It's bad when it's long distance, and it's bad when it's close.
Boom!
Think about it.
Andres Laxa says the Raptor would own the court because they are hella fast and they have good arm size.
Yeah. Seriously, they would own the court, especially with their, like, lunging ability. We talk
Oh,
about them as if
raptors
they're
are so-
real.
Wait, what's
Well, I mean, they're real, but
Hold
we
on.
talk about them as if we know
What's the
their
spitty
biology.
dinosaur that fans out?
Dilophosaurus?
They'd
or-
be the best defense. They
Is it
block.
Dilophosaurus?
Yeah. It's
Right?
the
Well, that's
one
gotta
that
be a foul,
killed
though.
Newman.
No way! What's
That's
that
what-
about?
That's
one that
actually
killed Newman.
the scientific name.
No wonder you extinct.
Hey guys, so I did a top 10 this week on top 10 Disneyland rides.
Yeah.
That's special to me.
Yeah.
And I just got a chance to go for my birthday, so it's fresh in my mind. And I asked you guys, what is your... Why are you laughing at me?
I'm sorry. It's just...
I get really excited when I talk about Disneyland.
No, I know. It just sounded like a kid was talking.
I got to go for my birthday. and my mom said
I did, and I got the birthday button with my name on it. I did it all. Anyway, I asked you, What was your favorite Disneyland ride? Now, I know a lot of people in the comments were saying Tower of Terror should have made this list, but just to be fair, that's in Disney California Adventure, not snap. Disneyland. No, it's not a snap. It's a. If we were including DCA, I would have had to include California Streamin' and Soarin' Over California and all these other beloved rides. So I just had to limit it to 10, so Disneyland it was.
Word up!
But you guys had some funny stuff. Like, Not So Sexy Chris says the Tower of Terror and Aerosmith's Rock and Roller Coaster in Florida, both pretty damn awesome. And I have to say, Tower of Terror is more awesome in Disney World than it is in Disneyland.
Yeah, because you go into the sixth dimension.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a different ride. And Aerosmith's Rock and Roller Coaster is bomb.
I don't know, man. I didn't go on it, but I went through the queue, and it was like, this is so ridiculous.
No,
like,
the funniest thing about that ride...
You guys get to go to an Aerosmith concert! You guys got front row seats! Let's go!
It's so cool. But no, seriously, the coaster itself is cool. We went when my sister was like first discovering liquid eyeliner, and she came off the coaster with, no joke, like black lines like this all the way back her face.
Did she start a new
That's how
trend?
fast it is. It's pretty awesome.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Reddens8402 says, Haunted Mansion terrified me the first time I went through it when I was 4. The last time I went to Disneyland when I was 15, I laughed at it.
Oh, don't laugh!
The first time I ever went through Haunted Mansion, I was 23, my first time at Disneyland.
Scared?
I was not scared, but I got stuck right when it does like the beginning, the first illusion, the ride stopped. So
that happened.
At first it was cool, but then like after you stare at it for like 20 minutes, you're like, oh, so I see. Okay.
You got stuck for like 20 minutes?
Yeah.
You mean you were fooled by 1960s technology?
I was not fooled by 1960s technology, and this makes me special somehow.
Lily 2000. Lily 2000 says, mine is Big Thunder Mountain at Disney World. Don't know why, it just makes me giggle the whole time.
Look at the goat! Look at the goat!
Do the goat!
I have never been on it, but I know that you guys yell that every time.
Do the goat!
When you go on that coaster, sit all the way in the back and yell, look at the goat when you see the goat.
Yeah.
Amazing things will happen in your life.
Do a line of cocaine!
Nope, don't do that. Do lots of coke. Look at the goat.
Don't
Two different
do coke.
things.
Drop some drop a molly, bro.
Different things. AG Acting Girl says, Space Mountain will always be my favorite old school ride. Not the biggest fan of Splash Mountain. I used to be when I was a kid, but I rode it again as an adult and it just didn't thrill me the way it used to. For new rides, I'm a Disney World goer. Never been to Disneyland. I really love Rock and Roller Coaster. It's a really fun ride.
I love the beginning of this. Space Mountain. Is it like, Space Mountain?
It's tasty.
I love that B. Rosette says the best ride is the cast shuttle ride home after a 12-hour shift at the Bayou.
Oh, I get it.
And I say to you, B. Rosette, if you working at the Bayou, I'm a little jealous. That's a nice place to be. It's always like the perfect time of sunsetty, like very.
I mean, that
very
bird's
dusk.
good, man.
It probably just smells like that water, though, right?
It probably smells like Pirates water.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
It's okay, because Pirates water brings up memories of happiness and joy.
Unlike Pirates water, Sakura Star 55 says, when I was 4 years old, I went on the Small World ride for the first time with my older brother. The entire time he was telling me, the reason you aren't allowed to put your hands out of the boat is because the giant monster that lives there will grab you and pull you under while it would strip you of your soul. Then it will put you on the stages where you will be forced to dance and sing for all eternity.
Jesus.
And I haven't been on that ride since.
Well, it's not true, so you can go on it again.
It's not true?
No,
Don't
it's
listen
Are you
to
willing
Steve.
to try it and
Don't
let them know
listen to
you've
Steve.
tried it firsthand
I mean,
and the
I've
monster
been-
didn't grab you?
I've been on it. I put my hand in that water. I don't give a fuck.
Have you really?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Don't touch that water.
Did you
put my
know? Did
hand
you
in
guys
there?
know that when that ride opened, they had children pour in a bit of water from all the rivers of the world?
Did they really?
Yeah, they sure did.
Wow.
That's true?
Yeah. I mean, it's probably not there anymore. It's like recycled from like the 60s or
love
whatever.
that, though.
Isn't that great?
How many people do you think peed in that water?
Oh, so many.
I don't know.
So many.
I don't know. I
All
just
sorts
know,
of goo
don't
in
put
there.
your hands in there, but not because of a giant monster. But I love that you haven't been on it because of a giant monster. So T-shirt.
Yay!
T-shirt. Where is it? There it is. So we like to give away these awesome T-shirts from forhumanpeoples.com. This is the Robot Love one. So we are all going to sign this here at the SourceFed and DeFranco offices, and we'll send you whichever size of T-shirt you like. Or actually, we have those sweet lady cut tank tops. If you'd rather that, let us know too. So check your YouTube user inbox, Sakura Star 55.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
I just want you to say Sakura again.
How do you say it?
Sakura.
Oh, that sounds much nicer. Listen to Meg.
Man, Sakura.
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 I'm from Pennsylvania. I don't know.
Guys, that's it for Nerd. Comm. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, we have tons of cool stuff coming out. Today, we're going to go see Gravity.
I'm so jealous you guys are seeing that. It looks so scary, but awesome.
Also, bloops, all sorts of fun stuff coming up this weekend, so stay tuned, you guys.
And Movie Club. Movie Club, it's Scary Movie Month, October, so make sure you tune in if you like them scary movies. Meg forced me to watch Scream. Tune in for the details. I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
I'm Steve Zaragoza. Robot love is driving me mad. It's making me crazy.
I'm a little worried for this robot, though, if he tries to boink that toaster.
Well, no, he's a robot. He ain't
Is he gonna get electrocuted?
No,
he don't stick metal in a toaster.
But he's like part machine, so it won't hurt him.
Also, he wasn't programmed to feel pain. He was programmed to feel fucking love.
Oh, look at them eyes. Look at them eyes.
You've got a roll boner.
Stevie, when you look at your wife, do you have those hearts in your eyes?
No, I see her boobs, like, pretty much.